Well, good evening everybody and welcome to Potters Resorts for the 2022 World Indoor Bowls Championships. Well, we have another World Open pairs for you this evening. We have Dean Warmington of the United States teaming up with England's Scott Edwards, and they're facing an England pair of Lee Calver and Connor Cinato. Our officials for this game, our marker is Neil Bryce and the umpire is Malcolm Ramage. And we're going to go live now to the portable rink here at Potters Resorts with our MC Jack Jenkins.
Thank you very much, Jason. Yes, first out this evening is a new pairing in the World Open event. Between them, they have several national and British Isles titles and defeated the number 12 and number 3 in the world to make it to the quarterfinals. Please welcome out Lee Calver and Connor Cinato. Up against them this evening is a pair who together they have multiple open singles titles and features a previous world singles quarter-finalist. Please put your hands together. From the USA, Dean Warmington, and number 17 in the world, England's Scott Edwards. I will now hand you up to Stuart Anderson and Darren Burnett in the commentary box.
Yeah, good evening everybody. We're looking forward to this quarter-final of the Open pairs. Both these pairs have played fantastic so far and certainly expecting a good game, Stuart.
Yeah, I think both pairs will look at this game as a good opportunity to reach the semi-final, as both pairs have recorded some great victories already.
For anybody not familiar with the format, it's 2 sets of 9 ends, and if it's tied after the 2 sets, then we're into our 3-end tiebreak.
Jack last 26 meters.
I must admit, Dan, I was very impressed with the way Dean performed in the last round.
Yeah, absolutely. He led exceptionally well. I think Dean himself said he was slightly nervous, as probably most people are when they take to that arena and that portable rink, but he played excellent. You know, both him and Scott backed each other up very well. Sometimes fine just in the evening session, just as people are coming into the arena. Let's just take the players a few ends just to get their weight. It's a good correction here though.
Very good opening end there for Dean again.
Good correction here from Lee. Just to stop. And shot.
It's interesting to see the green team of Lee and Connors have actually played 2 games this week. They had a prelim in the Bowlers Bar, and then before they went on to play, I think it was at Mark and Royal, Rob Patson. So.
Decent line here from Scott, just on the pace. It's inside the ball, he's well played. Very good
Did that
start.
very well.
Down, mate. Gap just over 2 inches.
First ball down the forehand side here from Connor. Pace was pretty good for what he was looking at. It's the ball wide.
Same pace, you're very good here.
That looks very good again here. Could add a third in here. Just not reaching ahead there. Great line.
May just be the one, I think, so decisions for Connor, but first end of the game, I think probably just a draw really. He's only come down there and take his own green ball out. It'll just be a forehand draw, Stuart.
Yeah, I think he just needs to drop probably a foot in his last, try and get off the line. It's difficult that forehand if you're the blade wide and carry a foot of weight, you will never get back, but not much correction needed.
Stalking it down here. Is he going to get back? Need a help. Good effort, just fell out. If it fell in, it probably would have made the shot.
One shot, Warmington Edwards.
Set score 1-0, first end.
Decent start by all players there, Stuart. The corrections they made after their first bowls. The Leeds will be quite happy the way they've started.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting game. I think the Leeds will have a good tussle up front, and then Connor and Scott can play every shot in the book. So yeah, I think this is going to be a really, really good game.
Jack length 26 metres.
Dean Warmington, representing USA at this event, but very much from Scotland. Place I know very well, up in Lossiemouth. Lived there for a long time. I've been up there and bowled myself, Stuart, on the Murray coast of Scotland, so probably won't hear an American accent from him.
No, I just wonder if Scott and Dean have been speaking recently, because obviously Scott might find it difficult to understand them.
Again, mate. Yeah, great height.
Decent track this time from Dean. It's all on his pace.
Yes, mate.
Looks very good here. Pace looks really good. Well played, Dean.
Bit of a correction here from Lee. Did it well the first end, so he'll be looking to make that adjustment here. Get a good close one in for Connor.
Two red.
Just on the high side really, his pace was good for that.
What do you think, Dan, with the 7:30 slot? Do you think the carpet just sits off a little bit more with the less people in the audience and late night at night, the coolness coming in?
Yeah, I think most players that play the evening session seem to certainly think the pace of the carpet does just drop, and as the game goes on it maybe continues to drop and get a wee bit heavier. The portable rink this year has certainly probably not played as swingy as it normally would. There's certainly inside tracks out there. Good weight, you will still get back from the higher line, but yeah, definitely doesn't seem to be just quite as swingy. Good ball from Scott there.
That's a great effort by Connor here. Just need to get off that line. Just carrying an extra 2 feet there, just didn't get back.
No, and he's going to be under a bit of pressure with his last one.
That's still 3, is it? Still 3, only 3 shots. Would have won it any bigger. It's up to yourself.
There's one green at the back of the rink, so Scott might be tempted to go around to a spot or try the tee, maybe cover both spots.
I think it's one of these ones, isn't it, Stuart, where he's, it's not much of a target at the moment, but if he draws another one in there, finishes 4 or 5 inches to the side of the jack, then Connor does have a target. So yeah, he may be happy with his line and go round the back.
Yeah, I think it's a sensible decision by Scott. Just cover there, line a good 3, so you put Connor under the pressure.
Yeah, Connor's going to come up and have a chat with Lee about it. There isn't really a massive target. It's really just a bowl width, as you can see there, maybe a quarter of the jack sticking out beyond the bowl, so not much of a target. He wasn't far away with his first bowl, to be fair. Easier said than done from here, certainly, but you would think he would have the confidence to just maybe try and come inside his own, land on one of these red bowls, and if he doesn't get the first one, he might get the second.
Yeah, I think Scott's probably now forced him into the draw, to be fair. And so he doesn't need to alter much, just a bowl in, he'll be very close.
Is he going to go off the line this time? Still sticking down that track, but a couple of lifts of that bowl will help. Might have knocked one off.
2 shots,
2 shots to
Warmington
red.
and Edwards.
Set
Yeah,
score
so a good start from Dean and
3
Scott
0
there,
after
and
2 ends.
I think Dean has probably just settled slightly the better of the 2 leads, and in 2 bowl pairs, Stuart, as you know, if you have the lead getting them in for you, it really does make your job as a skip that little bit easier. It can be a very difficult game, 2 bowl pairs, if the lead isn't just quite finding their groove.
Yes, I think you've reminded me of that a few times over the years, so yeah.
Jack length 24 metres.
Yeah, so on the way here to this quarter-final, Dean Warmington and Scott Edwards defeated Mervyn King and David Gourley 12-4, 6-10, 2-1 on a tie-break. Played very well in that game.
Dean's on a great line again here, and pace looks pretty good as well. And Scott will be happy with that for a starter.
Better response from Lee, just over the pace slightly. Back to near the middle though. Oh, and his pace again here. Very well played.
That's another great end by Dean here. Scott will be over the moon with that.
Just needs to finish the trip here. He's up, it could be. Maybe just falling out. one of these heads, you would certainly rather be in red's position. Just you can afford to just play a full draw here, and any jack turn, even a few inches of the jack, would be absolutely perfect.
I thought Scott sent that an inside line there. It seemed to be the inside line's just a wee bit heavier, but yeah, it's not finished in the worst position.
Backhand draw from Connor, just trying to draw the shot. Track's good if he just sits on that ball. Could be.
Right, okay.
I'll just be looking for a blade of green in his last one. His weight's pretty decent, and be touching that white, brings them all back in.
We're not entirely sure who's lying. Not really been informed of that, so it doesn't really affect the shot for either team. It's just a draw. Lands the ball, he's perfect. Definitely will be shot.
He's made a 3 out of that, Darren.
It's just hard to know how short the front green one is from our sort of angle. It's difficult to tell, but yeah, he's certainly possibly made 2.
I know we're rolling in N3, but this ball looks massive already in the first set.
Yeah, I think Connor will just stick with his draw. Probably got a foot to draw the shot. All on his pace from this line now. He's carrying a bit of pace, he just may not get back. There it is. And traditionally that would have probably made it back on the portable rink that we know. So was just over the pace, but yeah, just didn't get back.
I think with Lee's body language here, he favours it's just a 1.
One for the umpire to sort out. So Lee and Connor, their journey to the quarterfinals had an extra game, as you said earlier, Stuart. They played Chris McGreedy and John McCutcheson from Scotland and managed to overcome them 10-3, 8-4. And they then played Mark Royal and Robert Paxton in a tight fought game. They managed to get through 7-6, 9-5.
Two shots, Warmington, Edwards.
2 shots to red, keeps the momentum going as they open up at this stage. A lead at the start of the set.
I think the first 3 ends, Dan, really, Connor just been a bit unfortunate. He just carried that wee foot and just his ball just fell out the other way easily enough. Any other time the carpet could have fell in and got the shot net, not a problem.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's probably been faced with situations where he would have absolutely kicked himself if he'd been short. So you're always probably just going to be arriving on some of these draws, and as you say, unfortunately, he's possibly caught the wrong side of a ball on a couple of occasions. But as I say, the time to recover from it, they probably would want to get on the score sheet in the next end or so.
Road, mate. Yes, Dean.
Picked another great road here. Dean, I think he started another great end here, Stuart.
Yeah, he settled into this game very well. I just noticed again that Dean started playing this forehand down to the commentary box, and there's not many of his players play this hand at all.
absolutely not. But the way he's playing it, maybe we should start. Again, Lee possibly just played through the bend here, but back ball, just to push through it.
And again, mate. Road again. Finishing well, mate. Right.
This is great stuff by Dean.
Yeah.
One on top, and then you always want to have one just behind it.
Yeah, he's not giving Lee much room to margins for error or slim. I think Lee's maybe just underplayed this one. The overcorrection, which is often easy done in bowls, just kind of loose first one and he's just over adjusted. Scott's going to go to the mat and Connor's unfortunately going to be faced with another difficult dilemma because I'm quite sure he'll be 3 down.
I think it's important for Lee just to forget these first 4 ends and then just try and regroup and reset, and I'm sure Connor will be backing him up anyway.
Good ball from Scott. Switches it back to the middle if he can. Very good.
Just down to pace here for Connor, looks on a great height. Just that pace again, a few times we've seen that already in the game.
Oh, ready.
Again, just with the format here with the respots, we'll study this head and just make sure the field have got everything covered as well as they can, and there's nothing going to hurt them at the back of the rink. So just taking a bit of time. Scott's a seasoned campaigner, very good player. He's not going to give in a wee cheap. So yeah, just having a look. But it's really only one deep green bowl I think that would come into play. So it's a bit like the head from a few ends ago. You know, you can easily draw in there and find the middle and not make the target any bigger.
Yeah, I was going to say, he might change his hand actually and draw a shot, but he's sticking with his forehand. Choosing to go deep down.
Yeah, I just wondered if he would. I know he did it the end before when he had the options, so can't fault that. You know, he's lying a good 2, they're 5-0 up, so certainly don't fall out with that.
And Connor will just be looking to drop 2 feet down on the same line and try and get the first, if not second.
Yeah, it's probably getting to the stage of the match when he's going to make a decision whether to keep drawing or maybe send one up a bit quicker. But I think he will just stick with a draw with this one. Just needs one good draw, get his cell on the board, and be a change of length.
Still looks quick from here. Yeah, he's played the same ball.
Yeah, pretty much.
2 shots, Warmington and Edwards.
2 shots to red. They build up a 7-0 lead in this first set.
Set score 7-0 after 4 ends.
This Dean has his area down as Newport Beach, California. Been lucky enough to bowl out there in a pairs event with Willie Wood some years ago. Beautiful locations. I think I played at Newport Harbour and Laguna Beach, and the views from Laguna Beach were
Jagland,
absolutely
33.5
stunning.
metres.
So I wonder if we've got any USA supporters out there watching today to see how Dean does. Certainly not let them down so far.
You started this match very strongly, Dan.
Just practicing. Good start, mate.
And he's played another one. Absolutely superb leading. When you are just searching for your own game, there's nothing worse probably than the opposition lead, putting bowl after bowl in there, 5-6 inches off the jack every end. It's very difficult.
Yeah, it is, and Lee just keeps pushing through his first ball. Just keeps pushing that 4-5 feet past, and I think he's obviously not trying to do it, but it's very difficult when you lead up against you. Just keep firing them in.
Certainly didn't like that one from the hand, but possibly just going to be a bit short on his first. His line was good. It's not exactly a bad ball. I wonder if he's taking the pace off or if he's still just through this. He is.
2 red.
It's just pushed Tish by as well, but he splits his 2 green balls, he'll not mind this.
Yeah, I think Scott's playing quite a deliberate game. I think Connor can be quite an attacking player, and I think he's quite content just to say, well, you're prepared to try and draw within a few inches, go for it. On a great track this time, Connor. How's the pace? Goes in, he's got a chance.
One down. Okay. Try and draw off that.
Interesting there. Dean still favoured his own red ball.
Scott will just try and make the correction from his first.
Down the way, he's on a great line here.
Sets it in, it'll definitely be the shot. He's moved it. I think that's probably a guaranteed shot now. Great view of the head there, and that's the type of head that Connor's probably been faced with just about every end. There's no target there whatsoever, so he's played a great first one. He is looking at the back of the rink. They do have just about the 2 best back bowls, but there's nothing obvious going on to the jack.
So you could even half the shot bowl off.
It does get to a stage in a set, Stuart, where you think you've tried your best to draw, and you may want to just elect to take a different tactic here and play a runner and try and half the ball off.
Yeah, well, his first ball's only run 6 inches by, and it's probably still not a shot, so yeah, I think he's lined up for an attacking shot, yeah.
Just on the high side, wasn't much of a target in fairness.
One shot, Warmington Edwards.
Set score 8-0 after 5 end.
Sure, Lee and Connor will be experienced enough to know that in sets play it can all change very quickly, and certainly it can all change at the end of a set, so try not to be too downbeat about their opening set. Sometimes you just to put these things away and get out of your mind, as you said earlier, and regroup. So I think it's important just over the next couple of lanes just to try and get themselves onto the score sheet. Maybe try a different length if they can get the shot, just to see if they can get themselves into the game.
Yeah, there's still a long way to go in this game. As you say, just try and get the opposing get the shot, and then get Lee settled into a rhythm and get his game going. Because the way he played in the last round, he was certainly played really well.
Up you come. Yeah, not bad. Slow, bud.
Put down.
I'd probably change, mate, if I was you.
Just over the pace again here.
Just get used to it.
Very good.
How far is that ball down, mate?
It's a foot and a half short.
Well, he's got another chance here. See if he can just drop one in top of it.
Switching back to his backhand, obviously. Didn't want to send another one down his forehand. There's certainly drawable on this backhand. Just got to get the right pace to get round the front red one.
Run.
If he runs here, he's good, very good here. He's on a great height. Just needs to make it.
One red.
First chance for Scott again, just to play a nice draw.
Yeah, I think Lee's last ball will probably put Scotland now to his backhand. Just needs to run here, Darren. He's on a perfect line.
Pretty good. Gets over the seam, he'll run a bit further. Foot short maybe. Just
Far
over
down,
foot.
mate.
Now Connor, how's your pace?
Just needs to settle in a wee bit. Yeah, Darren. Looks good now, mind it. Yeah, good for Connor.
That's what he did.
How far off it is it?
Scott's very interested in this. Walking straight after this. Just doesn't look as if he's going to get back though.
No, good effort, but just over the pace. Does give Connor a chance. Can repeat his first ball. Draw for two. It's the first part of the mission complete.
Go down to pace again here.
Oh, now, mate.
It's well played. Well played,
Excellent.
Colin.
Oh! Against the pie there. I didn't see that happening, to be honest, but it's maybe just fallen out.
One shot, Calver, Cinato.
A bit unfortunate there. Puts green on the card now though.
Set score 8-1 after 6 ends.
And Lee can pick his length and try and get going here in this match.
Yeah, the trail 8-1, but yeah, we can certainly change the jack length. So 3 ends to go in this set.
Jack length 24.5 metres.
I'm surprised it's 24.5 metres, mind you. I thought it went a wee bit longer.
Yeah, I don't quite think it reached where corner was open.
Nice ball, mate.
Good line, mate.
Looser end from the guys this time, so no chance for Lee just to get his first one in. Out this time.
Yeah, good correction there by Lee. Well, Dean, have you corrected anything here? Looking a great height.
Just needs to run, I think, Stuart. The line was good. Just a yard short.
1 green.
Yeah, I think it's important now for Connor. Now we step in here and put the pressure straight back onto Scott. He certainly didn't like this one. I don't think he's pushed it.
Yard down, mate.
Yeah.
Well, can he get back from that line? Pace is good, he'll get back a wee bit. I think it's just going to sit in the high side though. Certainly the loosest end of the game for all players.
Still needs to get up. Just held on to it again once more. There's a big chance here for Connor.
Is it 1 down, is it, Dean? Measure for shot. Okay.
There was a surprise reaction from Scott there to find out he might be line one.
And he looks very good again here.
Two shots, first set, Warmington and Edwards.
First set then, 2 shots, finishes that off 10-1. Certainly very worthy of the first set. The first 4 ends in particular was very, very consistent, great opening bowls. But as we said, that one can be put to bed now. It's set 2, we're back to 0-0. And that's really the way that Lee and Connor have to approach this now.
Yeah, I think it's important that last end the jump went
Jack
a
length
bit further than what
28
Lee was,
metres.
was trying to do, but now in the second set he's got the jump up to the tee, so yeah, it'd be interesting to see how this set plans out.
All of it, mate. Come on.
All right, Green. Right road, mate.
Finding a great track, most ends, Dean.
Yes, bud. Up.
Looks a great start here again.
Well played.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with Dean so far in this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, he probably wandered himself a bit the last couple ends of the set, but the damage had already been done at that point. It wasn't really a bad time to go on a walkie. You know, if he can certainly sail back in. Great response here from Lee. Just getting the back of the ball.
Come on in. 1 inches down. All the way. Bit off, I think.
His pace off this time.
Yeah, he just held on to it. Nailed the line again.
Just sometimes feel when you
One right.
see the players being slightly looser with their ball that basically is the arena changed.
Yeah, especially this time at night. People come in and they leave quite early as bingo starts at past, I think it's 7 o'clock, is it there, and they sell the tickets, so and then it starts about 9:15, so people come in and away all the time.
Run, mate. Run.
Push through that, Scott. I definitely think when all players just lose their weight a bit, you know, it seems to be quite difficult. We have our full-time commentator there typing away on his phone, probably typing us to say we're not doing it very well, Stuart.
Yeah, it's probably sending a message to send our P45 in the post.
Now, Connor, start the second set.
Calver.
Can you draw the shot?
Yeah, you look it.
His line looks good.
Down to the jack, mate. Down to the
He
jack.
just needs a jack
Down to
here,
the
Dan.
jack. Well played.
That's well played. Well played, Connor.
Great ball.
Is it Jack High, do you?
Jack high, yeah.
Two, is it?
Not much in the second shot.
Yeah, I thought Scott would maybe switch hands here. Just look to reach Connor's ball or even turn the white down the corner.
Yeah, it's just a full draw in it. Connor may have moved the jack far enough for a two, it's hard to tell. Certainly one, close for second. Change of hand for Scott this time. Needs a help. Probably get some second.
One shot, Calver and Cinato.
Set score 0-1, second set.
Quite happy with that, Lee and Connor. After you've suffered a bit of a hefty defeat in the first set, it's always good to start the second set with a score of any kind, so I'll be very happy.
Jack length 27 metres.
Once again, Lee's just dropped his jack a yard shorter than probably he's planned.
This first ball of Lee's, if he can start getting this first ball working, this game could change. Good line, just a couple of feet through again.
Yes, Dean. Well played, mate. Well on it.
Excellent stuff.
Just settled into this match great, so he has.
This is not an easy place to come and play bowls, Stuart. You'll know that yourself. Probably all been there for first occasions, and it's just a unique arena. It's a superb place to come and play bowls. There is no doubt about it. But you know, if you're not used to the stands, the environment, it's not an easy place to just come and produce the bowls that Dean has done. He's been very, very good in all his matches so far.
And again.
Yeah, he just plays with a lot of confidence as well, and I think it's important that you're confident when you step on the carpet. But he did say he had a lot of nerves, but he certainly doesn't look that way.
Sure, when I listen to Dean in commentary, I'm quite sure that most of their bowls is done on grass. I think they do have some artificial surfaces, but that makes it even more difficult not having this type of facility to play on. When you do get to the venue here, you have to put in the practice. It's certainly paying off for him just now. Great leading. Nothing but a draw for Connor, really. Ideally trying to draw as close as he can to the line shot. If he gets the shot, it's a bonus.
Just needs to get off this line. That was a great effort there by Connor, though. Might just have run there. Four balls fall against the bias one more. Could still be 2 down.
I think it is 2. Nothing to cover for Scott. It's just a draw into the head. Try and draw a third shot. Ask questions of Connor one more time.
Big finish here. Big finish here, you're very good.
That's not a bad ball, that, if it's in the count. It's not setting any much target up as well, so I'll just play as close as I can for Connor.
Wasn't far off with his first one. It's just making that slight adjustment and not over adjusting. It's the key. He's on a great track here.
I think he's played this, is it?
He's certainly going to be saving. Great effort. Great effort. Good ball. Very good. He's finished in a great spot, actually. I mean, he's not got the shot, but he's really made it very difficult for Scott now to add any more, because I think if he comes up and touches the line ball, the jack may just spring to corners.
Yeah, I think that's what Scott's looking at. If he changes onto his forehand and then that sits the red ball down, he'll be 1 shot down. So, interesting. He might just stick to the backhand, just try and drift under his own, under the corners, just try and draw a shot there.
Yeah, undoubtedly it's the harder hand to draw on, but it probably is the much safer hand. Does go down the other side, he has to be absolutely perfect.
It's different. Are you thinking there or there? I was thinking, yeah, okay.
He's playing the brave shot.
In the area.
Not far away here, in West Connor's
Played
ball
it
for a
very
shot.
well. Very, very well. Excellent ball. Excellent ball. Shows how confident he is in his game at the moment.
2 shots, Warmington, Edwards.
Set score 2-1 after 2 ends.
shorter jack, I would think, from Dean this time. Just take this opportunity, Stuart, to give a few shout-outs back home to my town of Arbroath. To girls in the house, I'm sure, watching this tonight.
Jack line, 25
To my
metres.
daughter's Island Evie. Supporting me from back home in Arbroath.
Yeah, I've also got the wife Claire back home. She'll be watching probably on a Sunday night.
Now, Dean, can you keep this run going?
Right down, mate. Right down. Lovely pace again.
Good start. Great weight.
How's your pace, Lee? You going to get back here?
Good start from Lee. Pace is actually good. Just
Yeah, it's a better opening ball than from Lee. Maybe get him settled into a rhythm here.
I always find it can make an interesting game when you have both leads coming off at different hands. Often in a pairs match, two low pairs, the leads will sometimes come down the same hand, and when they come opposite hands, it can just make it quite interesting.
Lee stalking this, he quite likes it.
Just fighting that line all the way up. I don't think he's going to get inside his own. His weight's excellent.
Gives Connor a good play though as well. I think it was a difference of hands as well. I think Scott will be on his forehand and Connor probably on his forehand as well.
Yeah, well that's what happens sometimes when you have the leads coming down the opposite sides. It can often build a head up for you. It's whoever can get there first. Scott's got the first opportunity here though. Just be trying to draw up, landing on the green balls or just drawn into the jack. Something wrong with this, I think.
Still early in set two, but Connor can get in here and turn that red ball a couple of times, even turn the jack a foot, make it 3, put a lot of pressure on Scott.
That's probably one of the first ends that he really has a decent play. He's got good head to play into here. Doesn't want to be short.
Probably the worst place he wanted it to be fair. Everything to reach there.
Your weight's right. Tidy it up.
Scott was having a good look at it, but it really is just a nice draw. Plenty of room around that front bowl. It's all about the pace. Can you get off that line? So all these balls sit there, and if he's carrying the pace, he's not getting back.
Just thinking, Darren.
Run the ball.
I think Lee's called us. I think I'd get the frustration out of me and just go straight for the ball.
It's probably as easy a shot, to be fair, as to try and play it just clever way. Just get the ball out of there. Good effort, just underneath his target, found the gap.
One shot, Warmington Edwards.
It's always the same when you chase a game, you just never get these wee breaks and that, but there's an opportunity there for them, but
Set score.
I think they'll be happier with the
3-1
end,
after
with the end
3x.
planned out, so if they keep doing that, they'll get chances.
Yeah, I think that was the key to that end. That Lee played a couple of decent openers, and it did give Connor that opportunity.
Jack line, 24.5 metres.
Majority of the jacks have been around that 23.5, 24.5 metres. The odd one or two that's went longer than that.
Great road. Touch over.
Another great ball with Dean though. Very handy ball there.
All you went in the end, just over a foot.
Just doesn't seem to be getting back to the middle of the rink. Good track again here.
Pace looks good, Dan.
Yeah, he's well played. Very good. Good effort. Certainly second, I think.
Yeah,
One
I've
red.
seen a few ends now. Lee's balls are just not getting back to centre. I don't know if I was Connor, I might be tempted to get him to try his both forehands just to get definitely bigger sides, but just to change it up a little bit.
Two ends in a row now. Scott's just nipped the line slightly. I think that's the problem. I think the players are fighting for that tight line just at this time of night. Frightened to go too wide because it just won't get back. Sometimes you just cut it too far under.
Yeah, once you miss the lines here, there's not, it just goes very quickly under. St Connor's done the same.
So one thing that's probably hard to try and explain to the viewers, but the inside tracks tend to be a slightly bit heavier, which is slightly unusual, really. If you just underplay down that tight side, you can often come up short. Over adjustment here from Scott.
Back down there, mate. Just breaking under yours. Just turn the white.
I thought actually Connor would play this with his first one. He's played this forehand well, going up this way.
Yeah, just has to negotiate his first ball, really. If he can get inside that first ball with the right weight, he has a chance. If he overplays it with weight, he might not get back.
And I think that's what he's done, Dan. He's overplayed this on the high side.
One shot, Warmington Edwards.
Fairly cheap one there for Dean.
Set score 4-1 after 4 end.
Dean and Scott roll into a 4-1 lead after 4 ends of this second set. Both pairs here playing for a place in the Open Pairs semi-final, which will be played against Mark Dawes and Jamie Chesney tomorrow. They are the holders of the event, so big reward for the winner of this game.
Jack length 25 metres.
Didn't be looking for another good start here. Keep the pressure on the boys.
Bad, mate.
Slightly overplayed.
Bad.
We'll get back to the middle though.
Couple of feet.
Oh, mate.
these are the type of ends that Lee has to try and just capitalise on now, though.
His line looks better here. How's your pace, Lee?
Well played. It's a great opener.
Well played, Lee.
Yeah, it's just what Lee needed, I think, Stuart. It's a lonely place out there if you've just not brought your A game, and that's just what he needed. Hopefully he'll settle his soul down now for the rest of the game. Great start.
Yeah, I did notice some players saying the jack lines went to 27 metres, so it's a few metres longer, so
Effort, bud.
it probably helps Lee getting back off the lines.
Up.
Just some effort.
Great try, bud.
Great effort. Good second.
If I get to the back one.
Oh, I'd honestly switch it. You're going to get to the back one anyway. If you take it around the corners, even better.
Yep.
Yes.
Just when you've nailed a cracking starting ball, you have to then find a different line. Would have been tempted just to come down the same hand, to be honest. After
Yeah,
the
he
game.
only leaned it a foot further down, to be honest, and split the jack and the red ball at the back there. But
One
when
green.
you've not played this forehand all game, it's very difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand Connor. You know, he does turn the jack round the corner. It is an excellent ball, but he's just put a cracking first one. You think just go again, add a foot. Doors left open for Scott here.
You just overplayed this.
I think he has. Will hook back now, but not far off.
Good one, mate.
Scott will be happy with that though.
Empty part.
It's another one in the head.
Forehand draw for Connor. Try and get a second one in there.
Yeah, he's very interested in this. He's stalking it all the way up here. If he's running, he's very close.
I think he's played one here.
Play.
Excellent ball. Excellent ball. Absolutely no target whatsoever there. One ball.
Yeah, and it's probably the first time he's really put Scott under pressure. Like with his last ball to play. I can't see Scott altering much, man. He just needs to bring it a ball in and try and draw as close as he can. The ball get back with a flat hand if your rate's good.
There's no reward in hitting that, I don't think, because if he sends the front red ball into plant, that's a green toucher, and it looks like it's coming right through with the jack, and he's going to give Connor 5, 6, 7 metres to draw a second. So yeah, I think it really is just a similar draw. Beats his own first one, he's got a chance of at least second.
Yeah, and his rate's jack high, so you're just looking to drift inside his own ball. I think second shot realistically what he's looking for.
It's on its way. Track looks okay. I think he's inside his first.
He's very close here, Darren. Works off his own ball here, draw the shot.
Great effort. He falls back, he's going to be second. Ball's sitting up. Hard to know if he's cut one out there or not. It's not going to change Connor's shot, he's just going to be trying to follow Scott's ball, and if he can sit on Scott's ball and fall in, he makes a 3.
Go, mate.
Have you sent this corner? You're on a great height too. Just thought he was a wee bit shorter than them, but scored a shot, so it's more important to get the mat and get this jack a wee bit longer, I think.
Well, it's certainly one. We're going to have a look for 2, I think. the difficulty with this one is the two green balls are kind of propping each other up, so
1 shot green.
we'll have to get the
Measure for 2.
wedges out, make sure the furthest away green ball can't move, and then they'll remove the nearest green ball, which is obviously the shot. And I'll allow the measure to take place.
Need very steady hands for this, Darren.
I don't think we'd be any use.
No, I would be staying well away.
Yeah, pretty sure it would be calipers used for this one. The balls are pretty close to the jack, so I think most players are quite happy to see umpires out with calipers. They're a great piece of kit. It's the midpoint of this set, but you know, it could be quite key if this is 1 or 2. 2 brings them right back into the set, 1 behind.
Looks like 2, Dan.
2 shots. Calver, Cinato.
Yeah, good first ball from corner that end. It's a great effort from Scott to cut the count down. It just failed in the end, so 4-3 to Dean and Scott after 5 ends of this set.
Set score 4-3 after 5 ends.
All of it now. Keep going.
That's a great start by Lee. Just to reach it for the last foot. Better start though.
Still room around it.
Big change in length, which is probably what Connor was hoping for.
Road's great, Dean.
See what it does to Dean's game. He's not done much wrong so far.
Come on, up you come. Wow, what a road. Next time.
Looks even size.
Chance for Lee. Same line as his last, a couple of feet further.
It looks further, but how far is he going to go? I think he just pushed through that one.
4.5 feet gets you the shot.
Dino just looking for a couple of yards further on his line. His line's actually look perfect.
Head up.
He's on a good track.
Yes, Dean.
I think he's made the adjustment here.
Yes, mate. Well played.
Yeah, great ball by Dean again.
One red.
Just ask the question of Connor again. 4 or 5 inches behind the jack. Not quite full length, but long end. We'll take a good draw from Connor to beat it.
Now Connor, how's your pace? Picked a line here.
Hurry, mate.
Looks good.
Hurry.
Well played, Connor. Very unfortunate if it just drops out.
Here we hold. We hold.
Yep.
Great ball from Connor, so that always been very unlucky there.
Draw there then, yeah?
Yep.
Same draw for Scott. Just be trying to get to that jack first.
This This is some effort, Darren, if he gets back. Draw a front toucher here, if he's up.
Great effort. And the turn it was in.
Tightens it slightly up again there for Connor though. Just having a wee look. And Lee's asking him to draw the same shot. The ball down now though.
Back ball's falling in. It's probably made his mission even harder.
There's a shot up there to forehand though. Could put red onto red or send the white out, but same again, he's giving Scott acres of room to draw. Is that a time in the game where you need to maybe chase? Still 4 ends after this to go.
Yeah, I mean his options are there. He's almost put a perfect first ball. The draw is still there. Not easy. Or you play a braver shot down the forehand, but there's no guarantees with that you're going to get the result you're looking for.
He's lined up, I think he's going to play it.
It's on its way.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold.
There you have it. Very unlucky result, but there was no
Two red.
real guarantee of what would happen if it was hit. Certainly very unfortunate to go 2 down and open up more space now for Scott to add a third.
A lot safer.
Yeah, I just feel Scott adds one here, it's going to run away for the boys in green.
Yeah, Scott almost sense you almost sense he took a bit more time there because he knows this is a big ball. Don't know if he's reaching, is he? He's on a great line. I think he is now. He's in. It's 3 shots. It's a massive line ball. There's 4 shots in front of the set. You don't have to win. You just
3
need
shots,
to tie
Warmington
this set.
Edwards.
So it's a big end.
Set score 7-3 after 6 ends.
Yeah, you just felt Scott was on the mark there and he knew it was a massive ball. Your opponents had a fairly unfortunate result in fairness. And you just want to then go in there and draw that third shot.
Yeah, and we win in the first set, that extra ball just adds for an extra shot as well, because 7-3 up, but technically the boys in green need 5.
Bit longer, mate.
Jack length 26.5 metres.
Cracking line, Dean.
Down another great line here.
Son, up you come.
Just needs to run it out, just pick the line perfectly as you said, Dan.
Great opener, mate.
You know yourself, Stuart, as a bowler, played yourself for a long time. You know, if you're on that rink and you feel you're getting the middle every time, it's half the battle. The rest of your game just seems to fall in place.
And what's more impressive is he's, as I said earlier, he's playing the hand nobody wants to play. And he's still picking the centre of the line.
Again, mate. A foot short of it, you are. Come right back off there, mate. Yes, Dean.
I think with Dean's balls, he will come back. Playing an international, playing an international ball, big swimming ball. And he's playing them superb. Excellent, even. Have a grimace there from Lee. Just wonder if he's pushed through this again. Fully understand he doesn't want to be short there, Stuart, and it is difficult at this stage of the game. You don't want to leave another one down the rink, and it's very easy just to over push.
Too bad.
Yeah, and I also think Dean's putting him under so much pressure as well, as he's finding his line and weight mostly every end we've watched so far, and it could be a lonely place sometimes when you're just not finding the weight.
Scott and Dean just discussing it here. The key to it is they'll not want to widen this at all. Line a good head. Might just go deep. Really isn't much of a target, but Scott has elected a few times in this game not to go near it. He just doesn't want to build anything up for corner.
He could play one in the high side with good weight, just in case corner springs at either side and give them a chance, but I don't think he would run into the head anyway.
Yeah, run for cover. He gets round the green ball, he has both spots.
Yeah, very good.
This will try and draw or just.
Good game management from
Scored
Scott.
the first one,
Tempting,
mate,
you know, a lot
yourself
of players
a
may
bit
just be
risky.
tempted to try and build the head up there and get another one in and more pressure on corner, but you do not want to widen it.
Again, it's forcing Connor into drawing a shot, and he's not getting much chances here to make a few shots, 2 or 3 shots every end here.
It's a super effort again from Connor though. Just going to fall back, I think. Great effort. Fortunately, we're at a stage of the game where second shots aren't really going to be much use to Connor. It's a superb effort.
Discussing what they're going to play, but once again, I just wouldn't be going near it. I'd be quite happy getting the 1 and go 8-3 up.
I think it's one of these ones, Stuart, where you could almost come down what would be Scott's forehand and just maybe try and draw a foot in behind. You know, just in case Connor comes. Connor's going to have to try and play a reach and draw and maybe turn the red ball with a jack. So, you know, if you can land anywhere a foot 18 inches behind, he's going to be in a good spot.
Yeah.
He certainly wouldn't want to come down on the side that Connor's playing and fall off the red ball, so I can't see him playing that side.
No, anything jack high in either side's a disaster really for Scott.
You do sometimes get players looking at blockers, and I just wonder if he's perhaps looking at blocking the hand completely for Connor. Sticking one down the rink and making it hard for Connor to get in there and turn the ball, because if he closes the hand off, it's a much harder shot for Connor down the other side.
Yeah, because there's nothing really on in any of the short balls. They'll look as if they're passing the white.
It's not a shot played by many players. You know, people will block a hit, but to try and block the draw shot, it's very difficult. So, not many people try this, but I think that's what he's going to play. If he can land it in the right spot, it will make Connor's job very difficult.
Hard to stay out there.
I think he's come back to the centre too much, really. But I think that's what he was trying, and there was no harm in that, certainly.
Yeah, he's definitely got room to get round it, but he's asking him to play the backhand instead. I just don't see any shot inside it. Connor's looking inside this red ball, but it's such a difficult shot.
To be honest, it doesn't matter what Connor plays. There's nothing easy there. It's a really difficult shot selection. I think it really is just a draw, similar to these last. He was so close the last time. Down a decent track.
Hurry, mate. Hurry.
Can he run? Not quite.
Well done, Dean.
1 shot, Warmington Edwards.
Set score 8-3 after 7 ends.
Definitely a difficult task now. Trailing by 8 shots to 3 in the second set, having lost the first one. 2 ends left to play. They need 6 shots to take this game into a tie break. That's when the degree of difficulty gets pretty hard, Stuart.
Yes, well, I think they've played 13 ends so far, and I think it's 10-3 an end so far for the red team. So yeah, chasing 6 shots is, when you've only scored 3 ends, is going to be hard. Just overplayed this down, pushed it a wee bit.
Yeah. Back to the middle again though, right in the middle of the rink, just overplayed slightly. Feeling that Lee might be the opposite, just underplayed it. Down the middle, but just coming up short.
Same again when we're watching it from here, you don't really know the line he's on, but it certainly looks in that tight line when it's a bit pushier. Can't catch out.
Just feel that's exactly what's happened throughout the game. The sort of shorter jacks this time of night, I just wonder if Lee finds his balls just quite aren't getting back to the middle, and when that gets in your head, you start affecting your weight sometimes as well, just to try and make the adjustments.
Yeah, one play.
Great end by Dean. 2 goals past the light. And then once you miss that line, it just goes.
Yeah, and then they're really 2 shots to survive, but realistically probably looking for a 3. It's not going to be easy.
1 red.
We'll just be looking to get another one in here, Dan, I think.
Absolutely, yeah, I think it'll just be a draw, beat some of the green ones, just make it difficult for Connor at the moment. At best, you're looking at Connor drawing probably 2 shots for a 2, and that is still going to leave them a massive task, finding a 4 at the last end, so I think it'll just be a draw for Scott, beat some of the greens.
He just needs to run here, Dan, it just looks a bit neat.
One of these ones where I don't think he'll be even that bothered, to be honest. You know, it's Connor's got to play 2 very good draws to even get a 2 here, so
We're going to get round that and try the jack at the same time or not?
Yeah, obviously aim to do that, and obviously if you just finish fast, it's okay.
just not sure whether he will get round that ball with the weight to turn the jack. It's what he's looking for, but everyone has to be absolutely perfect here.
Yeah,
Just push the weight, it just sits on that line. There it is. As I say, the rink is not a bad rink, Stuart, but it's these shots here that, you know, are so much harder than they would be at a club green. You can see the head from this end. It's a great view there. You know, Connor's trying to come round that red ball and with enough weight to at least turn the jack 6, 8 inches, 9 inches maybe even, to try and bring the other green one in, and it's just that type of hand, this length, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I think it was the wrong choice. I think he had to try and draw one, try and take the game to the last end, get a 2. Yeah, you just seen the games went on, that both Lee and Connor's balls will just sit there and have not get back.
I think Scott will just go deep here, because really the only way Connor can make it to now is to sort of take the jack through, or play exactly the same as his first and try and turn the jack, and none of these are easy. So I think you'll see Scott round the back, best back ball, and really make it very difficult for Connor to make a 2.
I think Connor just shuts his eyes and aims for the front red ball and see if he can get it onto the back red. I think that's the only chance he's got. Scored maybe more than a 2.
Yeah, it's just don't see really anything at all. Doesn't even really get a great view of the red ball at the front, you know what I mean? He's probably only seen half of that.
I've seen enough of that ball.
Yeah, I think you just have to send it up there and let the dust settle.
Definitely agree with you. Just get all the frustration out and just send it up. Let's having a look.
Great effort, but unfortunately sent it onto the jack. We'll finish the game. Great performance there from Dean and Scott. I think they played excellent there, Stuart.
Yeah, I definitely think the best pair won, and they were very consistent. Put Connor and Lee under so much pressure most ends, and yeah, deservedly winners.
Thanks very much for viewing tonight, folks, and we will be back on 10 AM tomorrow for more open pairs in this event. Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, one more time, give it up.